And then reverse the circle a couple of times in the opposite direction. And then soften the shoulders down and away in stillness as you allow your hands to remain in this receptive position for a few moments, face up if possible. And if that's uncomfortable, just turn them face down. Just notice what's here for you. And then for a moment, think about your shoulders floating right over your hips, your legs releasing more toward the earth. Draw in a few easeful breaths in and out. And keeping your eyes closed, bring your ring finger and pinky to touch your thumb. Just to allow the other two fingers, the peace fingers, to extend. And just sit inside of this mudra for a few moments and just notice if there are any effects on your energy, any effects on your mood. Just be with it for a moment. Notice if any tension wells up in the body in any other areas. Maybe invite it to soften. So invite the breath to flow in fully and out completely. This is prana mudra. Its purpose is to balance the energy in the body. Just notice what's here for you. A few more rounds of breath. Ease it in, ease it out. Don't let me tell you how you're feeling. So just notice what you're feeling now. For me, there's a great ease in taking just a few moments to be still, sitting inside of this mudra after having recognized our foundation. Just breathing in and out, the sense of foundation. Sense of home, of trust in your foundation. But for you, it could be something else. Just 2 more breaths here. Now, as you're ready for your next exhalation, allow your chin to come towards your chest and allow your eyes to open. Release the mudra from your hands, letting the hands sparkle open. And then inhale the arms out wide and then turn the palms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Set your intention. Inhale the arms out wide. And come back to your intention. Inhale, open. And exhale, return home again into your foundation, your intention. And then on your next exhalation, we'll bring the hands behind us on the floor, walk the hands close together, rooting the palms fully down onto the floor, then roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, expand across the chest, open, open, and then still rooting into the hands, feeling into the sides of the feet. Maybe there's a little bit of pressure coming out of the sits bones with the pressing of your hands. Just notice what's here. And then roll the shoulders open even more. One more breath. Press into the hands and come up. Reaching your feet to one side, doesn't matter which, we'll get both. Place the top ankle in the well of the bottom arch. Root into the opposite side hand and press into the floor. So you shift yourself back toward the opposite direction. And then inhale, and I should have said which side, sorry. Opposite side hand from the legs to the outer leg and twist. So towards your thighs. Sit tall. And then just notice how this movement of your foundation, so we've got likely one sits bone off the ground, maybe, or it's not, it doesn't have as much weight in it at least. Just notice how it feels when we shift our foundation. See if you can bring your center, your spine into center, even though it's twisting. And then exhale back, opening the twist opposite direction. Root the hand behind the back. And lengthen through the crown of the head. Just notice what's here today. Now unwind the hands, lean back into your hands once more. We'll take that rolling through the hips. Just take a side to side motion through the hips. If you'd like to take some circles around the hip points, feel free to do so. And just be with that for a moment. Remembering this easy massage for your body is always here for you. If anybody's, going to be a car a bunch, if they're going on spring break or a plane, this is a great one after all of that. And then when your legs come back to the opposite side, come up into for our twist, top ankle in the well of the bottom arch. If that's too close, you can always stagger the feet. Root into that outer hand, pushing the floor in the direction of the fingertips so that you shift your opposite sits bone downward. And then notice your foundation. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, left hand right, or opposite hand toward the knees, turning the torso toward the thighs. Root into the back hand. You can tuck your fingers into that outer thigh crease if you like, or hold on to the outer shin. Sitting up tall. And find the breath. Can you still feel into your foundation here, even though it's now a whole different shape? And then twist in the opposite direction. Opening the twist, rooting into the backhand, lengthen through the crown, sitting tall. And then unwind. Swinging the legs back out in front, sit back, extend the legs. So you can support yourself with your hands for a moment. Press out through your heels if possible. Keep the knees as bent as you need, but lean back, maybe all the way onto your forearms for a moment, just feeling into this stretch as you flex your toes toward the body for the calves, and then point the toes. And then inhale, come up, noticing when your core turns on. Reach the hands forward, maybe into boat. Make sure your feet are parted by at least an inch. Keep the back nice and long. If you feel your thighs start to do more work, come up a little higher maybe, or bend the knees a little to keep it core. And then straighten the legs again and see if you can tap into the core, rising. And straightening, taking your time to play with this boat pose. We keep it playful, maybe it's not so hard, I don't know. And then when you're ready, we'll draw the soles of the feet together, cobbler's pose. Rooting the long edges of the feet into the earth, hold on around the ankles, and then bend the elbows down toward the thighs, shoulders roll back, lengthen through the crown. Pull in as far as feels good till you find your edge. Stay for a couple of breaths. Feeling into that foundation once more. And then pull back towards you as you reach your heart forward. Wrap your hands around the front of the feet, or maybe just bend the elbows, pulling yourself forward into a little fold. Elbows atop the thighs or in front of the shins, pressing back. Heart reaches forward. Stay for a couple of breaths. Notice anywhere you're collapsing. It could be maybe in the chin jutting forward. Just notice what's here. On your next exhalation, we'll release the hold on the feet or the ankles, draw the knees together, swing them to one side and come up to table pose. Rock your weight till you find your comfortable position here, and then exhale the belly button toward the spine, cat. Inhale, cow, lift head and tail. Exhale, turn the toes under, press back to down dog. On your next exhalation, sink the knees back to the earth and rise in cat. Soften into cow and exhale back to dog, down dog. One more breath here, push the floor forward, elongate the arms, and then exhale the knees back to the ground in neutral spine. Exhale, belly button towards spine cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, dog. Down dog. Next exhalation, bring the knees back to the earth, neutral spine. From here, root yourself, rock your weight a little bit side to side, reach your right arm forward, left leg back. So we're in that spinal extension. This is a balance. We're having another conversation with our core. Just notice your foundation here. Attempt to bring this right arm in alignment with the shoulder insertion. Maybe flex the back foot, open the toes. On your exhalation, begin to bend the left knee and maybe swim the right arm behind to take a hold of the foot. Push the foot into the hand into the foot, and then begin to rise up, lifting the torso into this circle with the leg and arm. Rolling the right shoulder open. Push the foot into the hand into the foot, lift the foot higher, maybe not. Just notice what's here for you on your edge. And on your next exhalation, we'll release and re-extend the leg and the arm. Same side, forward and back. Can we exhale and spin back to take hold of that foot one more time? Press the foot into the hand into the foot. Complete that circle. And then on your exhale, extend forward and back once more. And last time, reach back, take hold of the foot. Maybe not, or just reach towards it. Lift the thigh a lot. Find your edge. And then exhale, release. Rock your weight side to side. Now, exhale, belly button towards spine cat. Take a breath here. Inhale, cow. Turn toes under, down dog. Release all the weight of your head. Exhale, knees to the earth. Uncurl the toes. Belly button towards spine cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, dog. Exhale, neutral. When you're ready for your next exhalation, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. On your next exhalation, sink the knees to the earth into neutral spine. Rock your weight a little bit side to side. Lift your right leg, left arm. Establish spinal extension. Root down into that right hand enough so that we're not collapsing into the right shoulder. Couple more breaths here. Can we begin to bend the right knee, reaching back with the left hand for the right foot? Maybe, maybe not. Can we kick the foot into the hand? Lift the left shoulder, lift the right thigh. Completing that circuit in the body by connecting upper and lower body. Inhale, extend forward with the left arm, back with the right leg. One more breath. Can we reach back and get a hold of that foot one more time for a stretch? And release, left arm forward, right leg back. And just one more time. Reach and grab a hold, stretch, and elongate. And release. Rock your weight a little bit side to side. And from here, exhale, belly button towards spine cat. Inhale, cow. Walk your hands forward 3 or 4 inches, downward dog. Finding your downward facing dog, elongate from the tail through the crown and broaden the top of the shoulders. Inhale up high onto your tiptoes. Exhale your heels down toward the earth. Inhale up high onto the tiptoes. Sink the heels. Inhale up to the tiptoes. Sink the heels. Now bend your knees a lot. Push the floor forward. Maybe the crown of your head even skims the floor, maybe not. And then pull your thighs back behind you to straighten the legs. Exhale, sink the knees once more. Bend. Push your torso back towards your thighs. And stretch the legs back into straight, or at least. And last time, bend the knees a lot. Rooted in the hands. And then exhale, press the legs back behind you. On your next exhalation, we'll draw the knees back to the ground. Walk the hands forward, extended puppy pose. Stretching out the arms. And rooting down toward the earth. Bowing in. 2 more breaths. Reroot the hands into the earth and rise up into plank pose. Lengthen from the heels through the crown. On your next exhale, roll the heels to the right. Lift left hand to the sky. Bend your left knee and plant the left foot on the floor in alignment with the thigh, with the toes pointing toward the long edge of the mat. So rooted plank, rooted side plank. Reach up through the left arm, lengthen out from the rooting of the right foot all the way through the crown of the head. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, sweep the left hand down, step the left foot back. And from here, we'll roll the heels to the left. Right hand to the sky. Side plank. Pick up that right foot and step it on the floor in front of you. Toes pointing toward the long edge of the mat. And elongate out of the rooting of that left foot through the crown. On your next exhalation, we'll sweep the right hand back to the ground, step the right foot back. And from here, shift forward on your toes and lower all the way to the earth with slow motion control. Uncurl the toes, reach your hands out wide, and come into it like a tented hand, so up on the fingertips. Exhale, chin toward chest, tuck it in a little bit, and then root down into the hands, rising up, and then bring the gaze along into our cobra pose, wide cobra. And then from here, in yin yoga, this is known as seal pose, and you could stay here for really like 5 minutes. Anyone want to try? No, thank you. Bend your right shoulder, look to the left, right elbow, look to the left. Inhale, straighten the right, and then the left, look to the right. Inhale, come back to center, and continue a few more times, feeling into your foundation and rising up out of that foundation, even as we're in movement. Trust the floor to hold us. And round it out so you get both your sides equal. And then when you're ready, draw the forearms in, Sphinx pose, and turn your toes under, dolphin plank. Snap that up on you. And from here in dolphin plank, root down into the elbows all the way to the fingertips, gazing at the space between your wrists. Now feel into your foundation, and then on your inhalation, begin to walk your feet forward so that you come into dolphin pose. The bottom half of the body are from it's like down dog in your forearms. So press your torso back toward your thighs, release the weight of your head. Once more, draw the knees to the ground and come to extended puppy pose. Walk the hands out in front, drilling all 10 fingers down into the floor. You'll find the arms turn on, the head can hang, tail stays high. And you can work a small version of cat-cow here. So as you exhale, round the upper back slightly, chin tucks toward chest. Inhale, draw the heart toward the earth, look forward a little. Exhale, tuck, round. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, look forward. Walk your hands back beneath the shoulders, back to table pose. And on your next exhalation, we'll one cat-cow. Exhale, belly button towards spine, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Now, lift up high onto your heels, shift forward into plank, and you may find that we need to extend the space because we didn't move our hands 3 or 4 inches forward. So extend the space so that you're in plank pose with hands and feet in alignment, so your wrists are right directly below your shoulders. Then exhale your belly button towards your spine, down dog. Now releasing all the way to the head for 2 breaths here. Inhale your right leg up into the sky. Sink the left heel. On your next exhalation, sweep the right foot up between your hands and walk the hands around to the long edge of the mat. Releasing all the weight of the head in a wide angle forward fold. Feel free to tuck your pinkies into the elbow creases if you like. And release. Allow the legs to stretch. You can even allow your torso to be like a pendulum on a clock and just rock it a little side to side. Feeling into your foundation in your feet, even with this little movement. Exhale, hands to the ground, halfway lift. Right hand plants, left hand reaches up. You can tuck the left hand up behind the back if you like, over into the right hip crease. And on your exhalation, unwind that left hand to the earth, right hand to the sky. Maybe tucking the right hand around into the left hip crease, rolling that right shoulder open. Shift your weight so that you're not pressing it back into your heels. Move it to the center of the foot. Might shift you forward a little bit. On your next exhalation, we'll unwind, right hand to the floor. Then bend your right knee a little bit, or a lot, depending on where your edge is today. And then back through center, over toward the left. And back through center, walk hands around the right foot. And from here, we'll bring the back heel back to the ground. We're coming up into warrior one. So walk your right foot over toward the right just a little bit so your feet are in 2 lanes of traffic and both feet can root down fully into the ground. Now bring your right thumb into your right hip crease and gently guide it back. Just a little. And then inhale, rise up, warrior one. Simple pose, but we build the structure well. We have a nice foundation. So if you feel like you need more here, you can walk the front foot forward a little bit. Inch it forward, root down into the long edge of the back foot, reach up and breathe. 2 breaths. Now on your exhalation, let's begin to straighten the front leg. Reach the hands behind the back, clasp, roll the shoulders open. We're gonna come into pyramid pose. Now we haven't shortened our stance at all, so you may need to, you may not. Let's see. Lean back a bit, maybe, maybe not, and take a fold. Drawing the heart over this front leg, let the hands rise if they will, or they can rest on the sacrum. And if it doesn't feel good to clasp the hands, you can simply just rest them on your hips. Crown of the head reaches forward toward the right foot. You release all the weight of the head. Smooth breath flows in. Smooth breath flows out. Now feel into your foundation. Imagine the energy of foundation rising up through the legs, up through the torso, up through the head and the arms. One more breath. Inhale, hands to the ground. Lift the left leg off the ground, standing splits. Now we've reduced our foundation a little, but we have 2 hands on the ground and 1 foot. So we have some. Release the crown. And on your exhalation, we'll add some movement. Begin to bend the left knee, tuck it behind the right knee, look forward for a tap. And then inhale, extend it high into the sky. Exhale, tap. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, tap. Inhale, send it high. Couple more with breath. Last one. And bring that left foot up next door to the right foot, releasing the crown of the head toward the earth. Bend the knees a lot, bring the torso to the thighs. So it's almost like you're coming into a little squat. And rest your hands over your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to get there. Lift your toes, spread them wide and spread them out. Reach your hands over your feet and press down. Release the weight of your head. See roots growing down through the feet. And on your inhalation, rise up into chair pose. Sit down deep. Yeah, good job. Check down. Make sure you can still see your toes in front of your knees. And on an exhalation, we'll press the air away. Find mountain pose. Thumbs to sternum, remembering your intention. 2 more breaths. Inhale, arms up. Reaching a hand skyward, feel your feet rooted. Those roots growing down and the energy rising up through the body all the way up through your fingertips. You can even look up if you like. And on your exhalation, bend the knees a little and then reach with the heart, swan dive, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Pausing in plank pose for just a breath. Decide how you want to get from here to down dog that would match your energy today. So take whichever vinyasa feels good to you. Cobra, up dog, just to shift into down dog, your choice. And once you've arrived in downward facing dog, sink your heels. Lift your toes up and spread them out, and then sink them back down to the earth. On your next exhale, left leg's gonna float up into the sky. Sink the right heel. Exhale, left foot up between the hands and walk the hands around to the long edge of the mat. Folding in, hold the elbows. Grounded, rooted into the feet. Soften one knee and then straighten, soften the other knee and straighten just a couple of times. Now, play with this idea of reaching your left hand towards your right foot. Could be your right hip, could be your right thigh, whatever works. And then peel that right arm up to the sky. So it's a twist, just a little deeper maybe. And if the right arm wants to come around into the left hip crease, that's lovely too. Two more breaths. And release the gaze to the ground, float both hands down. Take a deep breath in and elongate the spine, lifting up halfway. And exhale, fold in. Plant your left hand on the floor or the hip or the leg, wherever it works best, and then reach the right hand over toward the left foot. Then peel that left arm up to the sky. Or bring it around into the hip crease, your choice. Feel into your foundation. If you feel unsteady at all, look at the ground. On an exhalation, unwind, hands float to the ground underneath your head and release the weight of the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk hands around the left foot. Looking at that left foot, peek back at the right foot, plant the right foot and check in so that both feet are in two different lanes of traffic so you have a nice foundation. Walk your hands up to your left thigh as you rise up into warrior one, reaching the arms skyward. You can check in with that left hip. We didn't square it, so check in with the left hand. Just draw that left hip back a little bit. And then stay rooted in the opposite edge, right? That long edge of the right foot. Finding your edge. Where can you soften? breaths. Stick the hands behind the back. We're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to come again into pyramid. You can keep the hands just clasped or bring them to namaste on the back. Palms together. Lean back, maybe, maybe not. And fold. Allow any tension in the spine to drain away. One more breath. Release the hands to the ground. Walk your hands forward a smidgen and lift the right leg off the ground, standing splits. Releasing the crown of the head toward the earth. Exhale, begin to bring that right knee to the back of the left knee to tap, look forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap, crunch in. Inhale, extend. At your own pace, a few more rounds. One more. And then bring that right foot next door to the left foot. Releasing the whole torso, the forward fold. On an inhalation, chair pose, bending the knees. And from chair pose, we're going to challenge our edge. Exhale, bring the torso back toward the thighs. Reach the hands back behind you. Inhale, lift back up into chair. Exhale, bow in. Feel your roots growing down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, rise and pause in the shape. Can we come to a twist? Right hand to the outside of the left knee, sinking toward your twist here in chair pose. On an inhalation, let the hands drop and straighten the legs mercifully for a moment. Inhale, chair. Exhale, bow in, reach the arms back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Downhill skier, inhale, rise. Exhale, tuck it all in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come together. Inhale, rise and pause. Can we come into that twist, the opposite side? Find your way in. Exhale, release it down and straighten the legs. On your next exhalation, root the hands and step all the way back to plank. And then bring the knees to the ground, table pose. And then the challenge here is to stay in your foundation and get lost in these two shapes of cat and cow. So exhale, belly button toward the spine. Inhale, soften belly toward the earth. So I will remain quiet. You're like, thank God. And so moving between these two, let's get lost in the movement and breath. Allow a full inhalation and a full exhalation, no rushing. Coming to neutral, can we lift that right arm, left leg? Can we reach back, hand to foot? Pushing the foot into the hand into the foot. Exhale, release. Rock your weight, one cat-cow, belly button towards spine. And cow pose. Neutral. Left hand, right leg, extends. Can we bring them together? Maybe, maybe not. Exhale, release. And from here, turn the toes under, downward dog. On an inhalation, lift the heels, shift forward to plank, and make that direct, or that length between the wrists and the feet the proper distance. So hands are directly under shoulders, legs are extended, and then on your exhale, belly button towards spine, down dog. Well, yeah. On your next inhale, right leg in the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Sink the left heel. Feel into your foundation. Inhale, straighten the right leg and sweep the right foot up between the hands. Lift the left leg off the ground, standing splits. Feel into your foundation. And then see if you can get lost in this movement of drawing the left knee to the back of the right knee, tuck and look forward. Inhale, extend. So I won't talk, just continue to flow between the two. Exhale, tucking it in. Inhale, extend. See if you can find that same kind of peaceful flow that we did a moment ago in cat and cow. Yoking to breath. No rush. One more. And set the left foot next door to the right. Bend the knees, bring the torso to the thighs, chair pose. Mountain pose. Thumbs to sternum. Root into your left foot. Move it into a balance. If you need a wall or a table, feel free to grab one. And from here, hands at heart, shift your weight over into that left foot, lift the right knee, extend the right hand toward the right ankle. Thighs become parallel. Holding that foot, lift the left hand. Begin to push the foot into the hand into the foot, lift the heart. Coming into dancer at your own pace, push that foot back and lift your heart up towards your front hand. Roll the right shoulder open. Stay rooted, stay grounded. And exhale, come out as gracefully as possible. Walk out any tension in the legs. Let's root into the right foot. And let's see if we can bring our right hand to our left foot. Maybe, maybe not. Standing tall. Once more, lift that same left hand, push the foot back into the hand into the foot. Crossing over in the back, catching yourself if you fall, hopefully. The ground's there if not. And then when you're ready to come out, make your way out. Chair pose. Dive in, standing forward bend. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, plank. Make your way to down dog in your favorite way. Draw the knees to the ground. Couple of cat cows flowing with the breath. Your own pace. One more each way. And back to downward dog. Shift forward into plank to get that distance between hands and feet. And then once more, exhale, belly button toward the spine, down dog. Left leg floats up, right heel sinks. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, reach the left foot up between your hands. Walk the hands forward a bit, lift the right leg up into the sky. And attempt to find that same ease that we find in cat-cow, of flowing on the breath as we tuck the right knee behind the left, look forward. And extend with the breath. Tuck in with the breath. No rushing. Just exploration. Two more. And set the right foot next door to the left. Chair pose. Rise and mountain. Rock your weight side to side. Root into the right foot. Right, yeah. Lift the left knee. Send the left hand down toward the left ankle. Find your shape here, keeping the thighs parallel to start. Begin to flex that back foot. Lift the right hand. Taking your time. Heart rises toward hand as the back foot pushes into the hand into the foot. Fine dancer. Paying attention to your balance. Couple more breaths. And on your exhalation, we'll ease ourselves out. Root into both feet. Shake it out if you need to. And let's see if we can't. Let's see. We're going to lift that left leg and bring it to the right hand. Nope. Right leg, bring it to the left hand, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's the opposite. So easy does it. Could be a little crunchier on this side, who knows? And then right hand lifts. Lift the heart toward the extended hand. Lift the back thigh toward parallel to the earth. Maybe, maybe not. One more breath. Exhaling out as you're ready. Rock your weight side to side, bringing hands together at heart. Rooting into your foundation once more. Close your eyes for a breath. Exhale, chin toward chest. Ease the eyes open, tap the ground chair. Dive in, standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot, torso to thighs, and wrap your arms around behind the backs of the knees and press the backs of the knees into the arms, opening up the space between your scapulas. Let the head hang. So no forcing, just straightening as much as feels good. Soften your knees once more, bending, sinking the hips, and then one more time, straighten the legs. Last time, bend the knees, and then exhale, straighten the legs. Reach the hands to the ground, step back to plank. Pausing in plank pose for 3 breaths. Draw your right knee to the ground, left knee to the ground, and make your way to your back. So as you arrive on your back, draw the knees into the chest. Give them a big hug, nose up toward knees. Rock a little side to side. On an inhalation, bring your arms out like a capital T and extend your legs up to the sky. Sink your shoulders away from your ears. And then begin to bring the legs over to the left, slow motion. And anywhere along the way, you can bend your knees. Revolved abdomen pose. Taking your time, coming into this deep twist at your own pace, encouraging the right shoulder to sink. You can gaze out over the right arm. Now on your inhalation, you can lift both legs up the same way you came in, or you can bend the knees into the chest, your choice. Once your legs are extended, feet are reaching skyward, just rock your weight a little side to side. And then as you're ready, bring them to the opposite side. Bending the knees if you need to. Using the arms to help the speed. And then gently begin to make your way out, either with bent knees or straight legs, your choice. Bend the knees into the chest, set the feet on the floor, heel and toe the feet apart, let the knees drop together. And stay here if you like, or extend the legs along the ground. Moving into Shavasana. Hands flower open, shoulders move away from the jawline, and add any extra layer of clothing that you need. Now begin to feel into the foundation beneath you once more. And just gently rock your body side to side so you feel into the foundation maybe your shoulders, like a little shimmy. And then come to stillness. Begin to draw the breath in through the nose. See it flow all the way down to the belly. And then see it draw up from the belly and out through the nose. Inhale, begin to see the breath flow up through the nose and through the top of the head. And then back down through the top of the head and out the nose. Bringing with it relaxation and ease. Inhale the breath through the nose and see it flow down the arms. See it flow back up through the fingertips, up and out the nostrils. Inhaling, the next breath flows all the way down to the knees and then back up through the crown of the head this time. Back down through the knees, all the way to the feet. And we begin to breathe from the bottoms of the feet all the way up and out through the top of the head. And back down through the top of the head to the feet. Being with this flow of breath through the whole body, like a wave on the ocean. Bringing relaxation, stillness, order. And then easy does it allow the breath to come closer and closer to the center, as if you were breathing in and out through the center of your belly. Release the weight of your arms and your legs and your head, shoulders, hips, and surrender now completely. Gently now begin to draw in a deeper breath. Begin to bring some movement to hands and feet. Place the soles of the feet on the floor and ease yourself to your right side. Notice how your body feels now. As you gently help yourself up to seated with eyes closed. And for just a moment, come back to our mudra, rolling your ring finger and pinky finger into the thumb, extending the other two fingers. Sit tall, resting the backs of your hands on your knees or thighs. Once more, just notice how you feel. Now release the mudra from your hands, just softening the hands open. Exhale, chin toward chest. Taking a deep breath and blink the eyes open. Exhale. And then one more deep breath to reach the arms skyward and float hands to heart. Namaste all.